Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have this look using the Modern Renaissance Palette by ABH. It is a simple neutral look for beginners. If you'd like to see how I got this look, keep watching. I already primed my face using the Too Faced Hangover Primer. So starting off with the L'Oreal Gel Eyeliner in Blackest Black, I am going to outline my eyebrows first, then I'm going to fill them in. So I'm actually going to show you guys how I fill in my eyebrows. I'm going to do this first eyebrow at real-time speed, and then my other eyebrow I will be speeding it up. But this is just basically what I do. I line the bottom of my eyebrow, and then I line the top, and then I start to go in with more product towards the back past the arch, and any product that I have left over just starts getting feathered into the front. And excuse my voice, you guys, if I sound nasally. It's just that I'm getting over a cold and my throat's been real sore, so my voice sounds a little extra scratchy. So here I just take the product and I begin to create hair-like strokes. So I'm just cleaning up the tail of my brow. I wipe it a couple of times and I just go over it so I can sharpen up the tail. Here I'm just going to speed up the process of this other brow. Alright guys, I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Highlight, and this shade is just a white concealer, but it does have shimmer in it. I wasn't a big fan of that. I was just looking for a plain white base, but it ended up working out in the end because once I blend it out, it gives a highlight to my brow bone, which ends up looking pretty decent and not as bad as I thought. I just didn't want a shimmery base because I was working with mattes, and I like to keep my matte shadows as matte as possible, so I didn't want the shimmer interfering with that. I really do like these concealers because of the brush tip. it really helps to carve out my brows and to lay it down exactly where I want it. Now I'm just taking my damp beauty blender and I'm gonna blend that base out, and you can start to see how illuminating it is. They do have another shade called Illuminator. I didn't get that one because I thought that it would have shimmer in it, but that one must be more glittery than this one is. Now taking my Peach Perfect setting powder, I'm gonna set my eyelid. I try not to set my lids whenever I do my eyeshadow, but I went ahead and did that because this base was very shimmery. So now I'm going to dust it off with a face brush, and I'm going to go into our palette using the shade Raw Sienna. I'm going to take that with my brush. This is a BH Cosmetics brush. I'm not sure exactly which one it is. It's from a set, but BH Cosmetics does have very good brushes. So I'm just laying it down in the crease and I am blending it outwards. I dip into the color quite a bit because I really want to lay it down and then blend it out. Shade is the Venetian Red. I am going to take this with a different blending brush. This is a smaller brush and it's going to be more precise, so I can lay it down just in my crease. I'm going to start to lay the color down first and use small circular motions to blend that into my crease and slightly up. I don't want to go too far up and lose that Raw Sienna shade that we laid down first. I want to concentrate this mostly in my crease. I start to blend the two colors together. Now I'm going in with Cypress Umber, and this is the brown shade in the palette. I'm going to start off by laying it down on the outer part of my eye, and I'm going to work it into my crease and to the front part of my eye. To add this shade slowly, that way it doesn't get too dark and we don't end up with a muddy mess. So just take your time and go little by little and blend this shade in. Now going back in with Raw Sienna and that same brush, I'm just gonna tap in very lightly to the color and just go over the top of where I placed it and blend it higher up to the brow bone. I just don't want this color to disappear, so I'm gonna take Venetian Red again, and I'm just gonna add it to the front portion of that brown for whenever we lay down the shimmer shade, so there could be a seamless blend. I'm also taking it in my crease again so the color won't disappear and it won't just look like we have a brown smoky eye. Now I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape. This is in the shade Light Medium. And I'm using another brush from that kit from BH Cosmetics. This is my favorite brush for cutting creases. I'm cutting my crease pretty messy. The reason why I called this look for beginners is because we are only using 4 shades from this palette, and I'm only carving my crease out for the purpose of laying down the shimmer shade so it could be at its full opacity and not have to lay on top of the brown shade. I'm gonna take the shimmer shade Primavera and lay that on top of the concealer. Now I'm taking Venetian Red again, and I'm gonna place it right next to the Primavera shade, and I'm gonna blend that out. Now taking Cypress Umber again, I'm just gonna intensify the outer portion of my eye, and I'm just gonna speed up the other eye, but I am repeating the exact same steps. I really wanted this look to be very effortless, yet still a good glam look. So don't stress over the cut crease part, just lay down a base so the shimmer shade can really pop. Once we got our eyeliner and lashes on, everything will come together. And I'm gonna take my Ruby May liquid eyeliner and I'm just gonna draw a wing. I'm gonna smoke out the Venetian Red shade in my lower lash line, and that's the only color I'm gonna use. Now I'm gonna take my Wet n Wild foundation. This is the Photo Focus Matte Foundation, and I am in the shade Golden Medium. I just used the spatula to apply it all over my face, and it does look like I use a lot of foundation, but I just really like to spread it all over, and then I go in with my beauty blender and blend all of that out. Conceal under my eyes. This is just the yellow shade from the LA Pro Conceal concealers, and I'm just gonna cover up my dark circles. Shout out to my son for giving me those precious dark circles, cause you know, mom life or whatever. I'm just going to blend that out with my beauty blender. And using the Peach Perfect by Too Faced setting powder, I'm gonna set my under eye and the rest of my face with that. I like to set my under eyes using my beauty blender, and then whatever is left from my under eyes, I just blend that out to the lower parts of my face, and then I dip my brush in to the powder and set my forehead. Now I'm gonna take my Wet n Wild contour palette and I am bronzing the perimeters of my face and giving it some shape and color as well, because so far I just look very yellow, which I am yellow undertoned. Whenever I don't bronze, I just end up looking like a Simpson. Like, seriously, it's ridiculous. Now I'm taking my lippy color. I forgot to put a clip of the one I am showing, but it is the Wet n Wild Catsuit in Give Me Mocha. Now I'm taking my Essence mascara and I am giving my lashes a coat of mascara for false lashes. I didn't like the way my eyeliner turned out. I'm actually gonna go back to my Wet n Wild liquid eyeliner. I feel like I can control that one better and create a more precise wing. I kept messing up, so I just kept going thicker and thicker with my liner. Now I'm just gonna apply my lashes. These lashes were just laying around. I unfortunately don't know the brand or the style of these. If I happen to find out what lashes these were, I will leave them down in the description box. Now I'm taking my MAC Whisper of Guilt highlighter. Now I'm taking that highlighter and I am popping it into my inner corner. Finishing off with the Crease Prime and Fine setting spray, I give my face a couple of spritz and I press that in with my beauty blender. Alright guys, this is the finished look. Let me know what you guys thought about it, and I will be back with more videos. I'm gonna start filming vlogs with my son, hopefully, if he cooperates. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!